The rapture is already here. Not tomorrow, not next year, not some distant event we keep imagining. It has begun quietly, invisibly, and yet undeniably. Since the equinox, the world has shifted. Something moved in the heavens, something stirred in the earth, and something awakened within human hearts. This is not a story of sudden vanishing, not a moment of spectacle. It begins subtly, like the first rays of dawn breaking over a dark horizon, unnoticed until it floods the sky. Those who are awake feel it immediately. The chosen sense a pull, a vibration, a frequency shifting beneath reality itself, urging them to rise. The equinox has always been sacred. Civilizations throughout history understood its significance. The Celts marked it as the thin veil between worlds, the Egyptians as a moment of cosmic balance, the Vedic seers as the alignment of life's energies, and the Mayans as a portal of transformation. In 2025, the equinox carried a potency never seen before. Solar flares, magnetic storms, and planetary alignments intersected precisely with ancient prophecies. The Earth responded, trembling subtly, yet persistently. Dreams became vivid, visions sharpened, and a sense of urgency permeated consciousness globally. Those attuned immediately recognized the truth. The rapture has begun. The awakening does not manifest in dramatic disappearances or sudden vanishing acts. It begins with awareness, with recognition, with subtle separation. Souls feel a pull toward light, a rising frequency that distinguishes them from the noise, distraction, and illusion surrounding them. Those chosen perceive patterns invisible to others. They awaken to truths hidden beneath the surface of everyday life, sensing the invisible hand orchestrating the sorting of hearts. Strange signs manifest across the globe. Auroras appear in latitudes that never witnessed them before, painting skies in impossible colors. Storms rage unpredictably, earthquakes strike where stability was assumed, rivers overflow, and winds sweep debris in a dance of unseen design. Science explains these events, but the awakened recognize them as reflections of a spiritual shift, a world rearranging itself in alignment with cosmic law. Dreams become a primary channel of communication. People report flying above cities engulfed in flames, hearing trumpet-like tones, or being lifted into light. These are not hallucinations, they are preparation. They awaken intuition, sharpen perception, and signal readiness for the unfolding separation. Those experiencing these visions are often transformed overnight. Relationships, careers, and priorities realign almost automatically. The rapture is active now, experienced first in consciousness, later in the manifestation of external reality. The separation is felt most in human relationships. Families drift apart, old friendships fracture, and bonds once considered permanent are tested. This is not punishment or malice. It is a necessary division. Frequency separates. Those aligned with light rise naturally, while those attached to shadows resist unconsciously. The awakening carries isolation, discomfort, and sometimes profound loss. But it is a sign of true alignment, a confirmation that the process is unfolding correctly. The rapture is progressive. It moves like the sunrise. First the faint glow, then the spread of light, then full illumination. Internal awakening precedes external manifestation. Those attuned feel an inner clarity, an urge to release old patterns, a pull toward purpose. The world mirrors this internal sorting through societal shifts, environmental upheaval, and political instability. Chaos is not random, It reflects the unseen alignment of consciousness with cosmic law. Every action, thought, and intention matters. The rapture is not about ritual, appearance, or ceremony. It is about the alignment of the inner state. Hearts weighed, souls tested, intentions examined. Readiness is measured by resonance, not by what is visible. Those awake recognize this and begin to act, consciously or unconsciously, in harmony with the ascending frequency. The world reshapes around them, responding to shifts of consciousness. Global events echo the internal awakening. Nations tremble under instability, borders falter, treaties dissolve, economies fluctuate, and governments act under pressure. To the unawakened, these are isolated crises. To those aligned, they are part of a larger pattern, a collective sorting reflecting the separation of light and shadow. Humanity is dividing according to awareness, resonance, and readiness. Those aligned move toward clarity. Those resistant face increasing turbulence. Celestial events amplify the message. Comets trace ancient trajectories, blood moons illuminate sacred nights, and auroras stretch across previously untouched skies. These are signals, confirmations, and markers for those attuned. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. The heavens communicate in patterns, vibrations, and light, guiding recognition and preparing the chosen for what is coming next. Testimonies proliferate. Individuals across continents recount experiences of being lifted, flying over burning cities, or sensing invisible forces pulling them toward light. People describe sudden clarity in life choices, unexpected reconciliation, and a magnetic pull toward alignment with higher purpose. These stories, independent yet resonant, confirm the universal truth. The rapture is unfolding, and its first stage is the awakening of consciousness. The separation intensifies. Relationships no longer function as before. Communities realign. Old bonds dissolve naturally. The chosen experience solitude, dissonance, and occasional disbelief from those still asleep. Yet these challenges confirm readiness. Detachment becomes a pathway to elevation. The process is impartial and precise. Frequency, not circumstance, determines alignment. The rapture operates in waves. Awareness awakens the soul. External events respond. Separation manifests visibly, and ascension becomes inevitable. Each phase reinforces the next, allowing time for adjustment, understanding, and integration. Recognition is the gateway to action. Those who perceive the signs align with the flow. Those who ignore them remain tethered to the old cycles. Fear and clarity coexist. Fear arises from disruption, loss, and the discomfort of leaving familiar patterns. Clarity emerges from recognition, alignment, and resonance. Together, they create momentum, driving the process forward. The awakened understand that discomfort signals progress. It is proof that the process is unfolding and that alignment is deepening. The rapture spans dimensions of consciousness, perception, and reality. Some awaken emotionally, others intellectually or spiritually. All experience a shift relative to their frequency. The process respects individual timelines while orchestrating collective alignment. Every choice, thought, and perception reinforces readiness. Ignorance may delay awareness, but the cosmic mechanism continues, precise and inevitable. The world mirrors internal shifts. Disasters, upheavals, and conflicts act as catalysts for recognition. The external chaos provokes awakening, ensuring alignment for those attuned. Feedback loops form. Internal awareness shapes perception. Perception shapes action. Action reshapes the environment, reinforcing clarity. Those awake navigate with discernment, while the unawakened face growing confusion and turbulence. Time accelerates. Patterns become clearer, synchronicities more frequent, and perception sharper. Individuals who recognize these layers adjust, maintaining resonance with the unfolding process. Awareness and alignment multiply, creating collective momentum. The rapture is a sequence, progressive and cumulative, unfolding in harmony with cosmic cycles and spiritual law. Internal choices dictate external outcomes. Every act of clarity strengthens preparation. Every resistance deepens inertia. The rapture evaluates frequency, not status, appearance, or ritual. Free will remains, but choices determine trajectory. Alignment opens doors, resistance closes them. Awareness becomes both the compass and the measure of readiness. The world itself is a reflection of spiritual dynamics. Environmental, political, and social shifts mirror the sorting of consciousness. The chosen navigate these shifts intuitively, recognizing patterns and responding with clarity. External events are extensions of internal evolution, providing confirmation, guidance, and opportunity for alignment. The separation grows increasingly visible. Those attuned rise, while others remain bound to old cycles. The equinox triggered the initial opening, but subsequent events reinforce momentum. Auroras, comets, solar flares, storms, and social upheaval all converge into a pattern visible to those paying attention. Recognition intensifies. Alignment becomes a conscious choice. Preparation is internal, external, and collective. Each wave reinforces the previous, and the cumulative process strengthens readiness. Those awake perceive synchronicities, coincidences, and confirmations daily. Small events align perfectly with broader patterns, guiding recognition. The rapture operates as a living network, weaving individual awareness into collective momentum. This awareness strengthens engagement and accelerates ascension. The process is cumulative and precise. Separation is both a blessing and a test. Release, forgiveness, and alignment with higher principles define readiness. Resistance brings friction, confusion, and difficulty. Those attuned experience clarity, guidance, and elevation. The rapture respects divergence, allowing free will while advancing the inevitable separation of frequencies. The chosen continue to rise, guided by subtle patterns and confirmations. External upheavals act as triggers, testing alignment, strengthening awareness, and preparing for the next phase. Every choice, thought, and perception contributes to readiness, reinforcing momentum. The rapture progresses inexorably. Each day brings stronger signs, heightened awareness, and a deepening sense of inevitability. Those aligned perceive clarity, synchronicities, and patterns. Those unaligned face increasing confusion. The process is impartial, cumulative, and precise. Alignment opens pathways. Resistance closes them. The equinox was only the beginning. Since then, the process has accelerated. Awareness grows, frequency shifts, and the separation of light and shadow becomes undeniable. The world mirrors internal evolution. Every event, every choice, every perception contributes to the inevitable gathering. The rapture is not a singular spectacle, it is a living, unfolding process. Awareness, alignment, and action define trajectory. The chosen navigate chaos with discernment, clarity, and confidence, understanding that external events reflect internal readiness. The unawakened encounter turbulence and disorientation, reflecting divergence from higher frequency. Those attuned recognize patterns, confirmations, and synchronicities. External reality mirrors internal awakening. Cosmic cycles, planetary alignments, and sacred numerology reinforce timing. The process is deliberate, cumulative, and precise. The stage is set. The signs are undeniable. Awareness is spreading. Frequency is shifting. Separation is occurring. The rapture has begun. Those awake rise naturally. Those unaligned remain tethered. The process unfolds continuously, progressively, and irrevocably. The world is accelerating toward a new reality. Every day, the separation becomes more visible. Those attuned to light feel an irresistible pull toward alignment, clarity, and purpose. Those still bound to old patterns feel disruption, confusion, and loss. This is not punishment, it is consequence. The rapture respects free will, but thresholds are being crossed, and the window for awakening narrows with each passing moment. Signs continue to multiply. Auroras blaze across the skies in unimaginable colors. Comets streak along ancient prophecies. Solar flares ripple through the atmosphere, subtly shifting consciousness across the globe. Nature itself vibrates with the awakening. Those who are awake feel it in their bones, their minds, their very essence, a call that cannot be ignored. Dreams deepen and intensify. Individuals experience journeys beyond the physical, soaring above landscapes, witnessing events from unseen perspectives, and sensing invisible currents guiding humanity. These are not hallucinations, they are confirmations. Each dream strengthens awareness, sharpens intuition, and prepares the chosen for what is coming next. The world is responding to the rising frequency of consciousness. Relationships continue to realign. Old attachments dissolve. Friendships, partnerships, and family bonds are tested. The chosen feel alienation in spaces once comfortable, while synchronicities draw them toward those vibrating on the same frequency. Separation is necessary, purification in disguise. Every break, every release, every moment of discomfort clears the path for ascension. Time accelerates. Patterns emerge faster. Events synchronize with intention. The rapture does not wait. Every decision, every shift in consciousness contributes to the unfolding. Those aligned with higher vibration move naturally toward clarity, while those resisting feel mounting pressure from forces beyond their understanding. The chosen perceive confirmations everywhere. Small coincidences become undeniable signs. Dreams reinforce recognition. Opportunities arise that test alignment. Awareness becomes the compass, and frequency becomes the measure. Each act of clarity, each release of attachment, strengthens the path toward ascension. The stage is set. The rapture is not a singular event, but a living, unfolding process. The signs are undeniable. Awareness is spreading. Frequency is shifting. Separation is occurring. Those awake rise naturally. Those resisting remain tethered to old cycles. Look within. Observe the signs. Release attachment. Embrace clarity. The process is now. The rapture is already here. The window is fleeting. The call is real. And the moment is now. The choice is yours. Will you awaken or remain behind?